Alright guys, the 04 Air Unit Pro is out. I'm not on DJI's tester list, so I had to wait until release day. But on release day, I picked up a few of these guys because I knew they were going to sell out pretty quick. Sure enough, less than a day later, they were all gone. I was originally planning on this being a video going over the specs on this camera and installing it on a drone and just kind of showing you the process of maybe swapping out an 03 Air Unit for the 04 Air Unit Pro. But for me, one crucial thing that I needed to see side by side was the image comparison with a GoPro. And as of filming this video, I have yet to see a solid side by side comparison in indoor and outdoor environments. The 04 Pro has some significant upgrades over the 03. To me, the thing that I was most excited about was that it now offers 4K in 4:3. The 03 only offered a 4:3 aspect ratio when you were filming in 2.7K. You couldn't get 4K 4:3 on it, and for me, that was really the biggest deal breaker. Usually with the naked GoPros, I'll be filming in 4K or 5K with an 8:7 aspect ratio. I mainly use the 8:7 aspect ratio so that we can pull vertical video from it. So here's one of our primary drones for real estate FPV work and just general fly-throughs. This is a 6S 2.5-inch Cinewhip that I run with 850 milliamp lipos. And right now, I'm pretty much just using the 03 Air Unit as a backup camera, and that is always in 2.7K 4:3. And just in case you're unfamiliar on why you would want 4:3 instead of 16:9, when you're importing the footage into a program like GyroFlow, it's pulling the gyro data and kind of adjusting the clip, and that's how it stabilizes the video. When you have a bigger video to work with, you're gonna get better stabilization. So 4:3 is a bigger video than 16:9. GoPros started offering an 8:7 aspect ratio with the GoPro 11, I think. And with this, you can actually pull vertical video right from a video that was shot horizontally. As far as I know, the 8:7 aspect ratio is something that is GoPro only. So the flight footage you're about to see was filmed on this drone. This is my QAV Nano that now has an 04 Pro Air Unit on board. If you're interested in this drone, I do have an entire build guide linked down in the description. So this has an 04 Air Unit Pro on it. It needed a couple different custom 3D prints in order to fit it. The Air Unit itself was plug and play, but I did need a new camera bracket just because of the mounting. And then I also needed to design a little antenna mount back here. So yeah, this is the drone I'm gonna be testing. We've got the 04 Pro on here, and then this is a naked GoPro Hero 11. The reason I got electrical tape over this is just because the screen came off and needed to protect it, so I put some electrical tape over it. So 99% of the time with my GoPros, I'll film in 5K, but for this test, to keep it fair, we've got the same settings running on both. So we have the GoPro and the 04 Pro in 4K 60 FPS 4:3, flat color profile on the GoPro, and then D-Lug M on the 04. ISO max on both is set to 1600, auto shutter, and the white balance is locked at 4500. I'll start this off without labeling the cameras. If you want to see which camera is which, just scroll to the end of the flight footage. right, so the footage from the 04 Pro is noticeably better than the 03, and it is footage that I would use as a deliverable to a client. But for me, the main question was, will it replace the GoPros? For 90% of our projects, I will continue to prefer GoPro. So even though the image quality is really nice, through all of my testing, I just wasn't able to get as sharp of an image out of the 04. Not only that, but we're limited to 4:3. You can pull vertical video from that, but with the GoPro, you'll get slightly better image with that 8:7, plus you get 5K. Probably the biggest thing on my list that's keeping me from ditching the naked GoPros is just the fact that we use the GoPro Cloud subscription for all of our footage. With GoPro's little premium plan thing, it's like $100 a year. It gives you unlimited cloud storage for anything that's filmed on a GoPro. When I get home from a project, I take my SD card out of this camera, plug it into my only non-naked GoPro, and it automatically uploads all of the new footage that we shot from the day to our cloud account, and then it'll format the memory card. I wish every camera I owned had that functionality. And that ease of uploading and backing up footage to unlimited cloud storage is something I would really, really miss, especially on a camera that I film daily with. So now on to the things that I do like about the 04 and what use case I would prefer the 04 Air unit in. The 04 Pro is going to come in extremely useful for event coverage or streaming, especially since now with the Goggles 3, you can wirelessly stream the image you get in the goggles to a phone. Speaking of event coverage, flying over crowds, or if you need a really lightweight 4K capable drone, the 04 Air unit is definitely going to be the best option out there. This is a drone that we use to film events or even fly over crowds. Now that we've got the 04 Pro on board, we basically have an almost GoPro comparable video quality in a much smaller form factor. Much, much safer to fly around people than something like this. Even though this is small, this is a lot safer. So I'm gonna mainly just be putting 04 Air Unit Pros on drones that aren't able to carry a naked or full-size GoPro, like these two. But drones like this that I use for real estate fly-throughs and bigger clients, I'm gonna be sticking to the naked GoPros for a while. I'll probably eventually upgrade it to an 04 just because the video transmission is better than the 03. But filming wise, I'm gonna prioritize putting the 04s on these little drones that just can't carry action camera like the GoPro. DJI is definitely getting close to GoPro quality, but in my opinion, it's just not quite there yet. Almost. So close. Maybe some updates can prove me wrong. So that's gonna do it for this video, guys. I got a couple of videos coming out that feature the 04 Pro, 04 Lite. I got this little guy from Beta FPV. Gonna have a video on this coming out probably next week, this week. I don't know when I'm posting this video. We got this from Flywoo. This is the Flybe. These both have the 04 Lite. We got Pavo Femto. So I'm gonna have to take the light module off of one of these and put it on this to test this, but we got those three. And then this is the additional drone that I put an 04 Air Unit Pro on. This is the FlyLens 85. So yeah, gonna have some reviews coming out on these in the next couple weeks, so keep an eye out for those. If you have any questions on the 04 Air unit, leave a comment down below. Subscribe to the channel. Whatever, dude.
Look at my hair, look at my shoes, look at my jeans, look at my jewels. All they say is wow, wow. All they can say is wow, wow. Look at my car, look at my style. When I pull up, I try to get wild. All they can say is wow, wow. All they can say is